After the end of World War II, the world was split into two, East and West. This marked the beginning of the era called the Cold War. Now, in the year 1973, the world still lies in the heart of this frigid period. The West and East engage in proxy wars to assert dominance, while spies and agents engage in shadowy dealings. And, with the threat of nuclear war, the world always feels close to doomsday. It's as if the whole world is holding their breath, waiting for someone to make the first wrong move.
Hello, welcome back to JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. Not Havoc Moon, Good Trouble.
Yes. Good trouble.
Good job, Tan.
Yeah, we are back.
Speaking of Havoc Moon, as much as I love Havoc Moon because of how sloppy it was, anytime I hear someone like say they want to get into Havoc Moon, I say just go to Good Trouble. And Banker Paul always, every time, is like, no, go do Havoc Moon instead. And people listen to him. How does he have so much power in our fucking... Yeah, exactly. How does he have more clout than us in our own goddamn service? He has more fan art than us. He has more clout than us.
I don't know why you gave him his own fucking fan art channel.
I did it as a joke, but he actually gets more fan art than us. It's insane. And it drives me nuts, but he's the guy. He's the main character. But yeah. But, I'm loving Good Trouble. So
this is the most pathetic thing I've ever heard.
He doesn't like you, Banker Paul. I don't know what to tell you.
I love
Banker. He doesn't like you.
I love Banker.
I don't like you either.
I love Banker Paul.
I've got the death sentence in 12 servers.
You'll be dead.
No, Banker Paul's alright. I'm just surprised by how much power he wields. I think we should use him to advertise future videos. Advertise.
I really like how you guys are sounding in this recording.
Thank you.
Do you want me to redo it?
No, this is funny.
I thought you just meant like to the sound quality. I was like, well, thanks.
Yeah.
But anyway.
No, I meant behavior.
Behavior?
Anyway, we're starting. Darnell, what happened last time? You got to tell me, please.
Yeah, last time. Hang on, my brain farted. Okay, yes! Last time, Bat set up, like, a bomb trap underneath the sand while we were distracting the better angels, and he got a bunch of hits off on him, and then we all sort of split into groups. Vasilii and Chelsea turned chickens into, like, horrifying T-Rex, like, Nessie-type things. And we chased down this vampire lady who wielded the giant stand, Blue Oyster Cult. Meanwhile, Jack fought the Hamon guy. I do not remember the name of his stand. And I believe Bats...
He was a Hamon user.
Yeah. And then I believe Bats went back on board the ship. And we were fighting them for a while, and honestly, I think we were losing. Like, Jack kind of had something cooking, but, like, overall, we were getting our asses beat. And then all of a sudden...
I don't know what you mean. I was winning my fight.
That's what I just
Such a clash of wills.
What I just said.
No, you said I was cooking something. But you said we were all getting our asses kicked.
You were both at one hit. And he had the ability to heal. He kept healing.
Darnell, I gotta ask, how do you remember this shit?
I don't know. It's only tabletops, nothing else. And
I was at 2 hits. I just looked at the rolls.
He was also at 2 hits then, because I remember you guys were equal and he was healing. He had a healing ability. I'm not crazy.
Yeah, and for some reason, Tan didn't let me counter it. It was just instantaneous.
So you were both at 2.
That was his move. I'm sorry.
Well, the thing is, Tan, we both take a move on a turn.
I think.
I'll have to keep this in mind in the future. I apologize.
I think it's like an ability of Hamon to do that. I'd have to reread the rules.
Yeah, it is, but...
I also realized I made a mistake. In that I can't look at any of my other tabs. I have to fix this real quick. Oh, wait, no, I don't, because we're not even looking at that anyway. It's fine. Okay, I'm done. And then they got called away by something, and then they all left. But Driver had given them the microfilm, so they have that now. I think that's everything, right?
Yeah, and it ended with part of you guys were sailing away. Driver was sort of looking out the ocean, like all musingly, and then we faded to black. And after we faded to black, a boat came back for the rest of you guys. Do you remember? I recall that.
I don't.
Well, it fucking happened.
We were already on a boat. Why would another boat come?
Well, because some of you weren't on the boat.
What?
You and Stigma were not on the boat.
You were paddling in the ocean.
I thought we just went to the boat.
Sure. Whatever. You're on a boat is the important aspect of it.
Yeah, no problem. I'm confused. I'm sorry. I'm so lost. So
Okay.
we're on the boat. There's 2 boats?
Well, yes, you took a boat to a bigger boat, so
Okay.
it's been a long night. It's been a long mission.
Yeah.
And,
This is
You,
copyright music, right?
no, it's not. It's you fucking lawyer in Chelsea and driver. After you finally got some rest in, you wake up in what seems to be sort of like a medical room on this boat. You can hear crashing waves through the wall, and you can see across from you. Why don't it fucking stop? You can see across from you the familiar massive teddy bear that is High Power, and snoozing in a chair next to it is Doc Lamar. It seems some of the Good Trouble staff have come out to assist you in your debriefing from your mission.
Oh, thank God. They're on the boat?
Well, this guy is. You can certainly see him.
Hell yeah.
So yeah, Doc Lamar's there sleeping. His stance seems to be working at the moment. Vasilii is chewing his pillow. He's fast asleep still.
Oh, wait, who's in the teddy bear?
You can't see Bats here, so maybe Bats in the teddy bear.
Oh no. I'm gonna.
He did like blow himself up, if we recall.
I'm gonna gently wake up Doc Lamar. I'm gonna be like, hey.
Oh, Matt, what the hell? Oh, you're awake. Took a bit. Didn't take as long as I
you
thought.
trying to cross the border.
That's how you were gonna open with that too. Hey, who's in the bear?
He sort of looks at the High Power, concerned. Well, that's all Bats. It's his third go around. Doesn't seem to be taken to it.
Doesn't seem to be taking the high power?
I don't know what to tell you.
I've been in that thing 100 times. Why wouldn't it work?
I don't know. We thought maybe there was a stand interfering with it, but we've moosed a little and still nothing. He's just his wounds have healed, but he's not waking up. It's kind of an issue.
Wait, what the hell happened to Bat? Did I miss something?
Well, he got blown up and injured, and now it seems we're trying to heal him, but he's not waking up.
His soul left.
It's
It's like a
no matter.
Bruno Bucciolati situation.
It's like no matter what Genesis does to my body down below, you mustn't get angry, Chelsea.
No. There's definitely concern written on her face. She looks back at High Power. She says, is there anything we can do?
Well, unless you have some way to wake up a guy who clearly doesn't want to wake up, I don't know what to tell you.
I reach into my pocket and I pull out smelling salts.
How you doing, the driver?
What?
How you doing over there? You had some bruises when we found you. Yeah.
I'm doing
Some
all
guys-
right. I can hop in there for a little bit, sure.
We had you in there for a spell, but it's one at a time, so we figured Bat's not waking up should be the priority. But once we're done there, if you want to hop in, that'd be fine. Yeah.
Yeah, sure.
If you
With that,
would it be reasonable to say I have something like smelling salts on me?
sure.
Yeah, I pulled those out of my pocket. I'm like, can we try these?
Oh, those are smelly salts.
I mean, it's worth a shot. I bring them in case, someone goes down. Usually wakes them up.
Well, you're welcome to give it a try. High Power, get him out of there. And High Power horrifyingly opens up its stomach and plunges a hand in and pulls out bats like he's a fucking innard.
Oh,
He's dripping with fluids.
Oh, he's all goopy.
Yeah.
All right.
It gently puts him down on the bed.
I'm gonna lean over him and try my smelling salts.
Sure. I would say, can you give me a roll for... I'm trying to figure out what this is going to be a fucking roll for.
Probably, let me check real quick.
Luck.
What about a,
You know what, guys? Good idea. Give me a luck roll, and let's say you need a 3.
just the luck stat?
Yeah.
Nothing
go on.
else added to it.
Nothing else added to it.
I don't think I feasibly could get 3.
What could you get?
I guess if every single one was a success. Because
Well, there you go. So
well, I have a C, but I did one of the perm burns, but I don't know if that took me down to a D or if I just have...
No. It's keep you to C there.
Okay. Alright. 3D6. Yeah, no dice.
No dice at all. Yeah, I wasn't especially hopeful, but everything's worth a try. Was he all right last night when you guys were doing the mission? Was there any sign of anything then?
I don't know.
Maybe
We
a stand effect?
We were separated. I was with Vasilii, and I looked to his sleeping figure. We were fighting someone else. By the time we got on the boat, I mean, I don't even remember. Shit. It's like we fast-forwarded through time.
You were fighting someone in an ocean of sewage water. That was some fun to help out with.
Yeah, it was really gross.
Yeah. You get some far afoot. Yeah, fucking was.
Yeah, are we, like, cleaned now, by the way? Like, have we, like...
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Good, because I don't want to be smelly sewage garbage water.
Can we please stop?
That was a serious concern relevant to what happened.
Yeah, sure, it was.
What? You guys assume a lot of malicious intent from me when I'm just stupid. Anyway, okay. So Bats isn't waking up, which is a problem because Stigma's also not here yet. So it's just me and Jack, I guess, for a little bit.
Yeah, since you're awake, well, I suppose I should say where we are. You were a little bit out of it when we picked you up last night. It's you know how we're our base in Texas, it's sort of like a above ground, it's a resort sort of thing.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
I actually didn't know that. When was that talked about?
Well, it is.
That was my subtle exposition. You see.
Well, that's the front we use above ground. The base below ground is covered up by a little exclusive resort above. Mm-hmm. It's a similar sort of situation here. This is our cruise ship, the Mona Minerva. We have a few passengers above ground who are paid generously to act as camouflage, and then we do the real stuff down here. So maybe not safe to go above.
I cannot believe you pay people to go to your resort.
Well, show business, baby.
Guys who say you couldn't pay me to go on a cruise when they get offered an exorbitant sum to go on a cruise.
Anyway, the point is, this is essentially a mobile version of our usual base, so I'm figuring. Well, Chelsea, driver, since you guys are awake, Vasilii seems to be in slumberland. Don't worry, there's nothing wrong with him, he's just a sleepyhead.
Oh, there's plenty wrong with him.
I don't know about that. I have
He's in 8 hours a night, so...
But Neil he looks away awkwardly. Neil's on board, and he wanted to talk to you guys about the mission. So,
yeah. For the record, by the way, driver, not blaming you considering what was happening, but you're gonna tell him that you're the one that gave away the film, right?
Yeah.
I would normally be happy to take the fall.
He looks at you. You did what?
I would normally be happy.
I walked up to Neil and I placed the film in his hands.
Neil's not here yet. That was
okay.
Normally I'd be happy to take the fall for you and all, but I'm already kind of in hot water, so I can't.
I reach into my pocket and I take out the film.
Cool. What's that?
I made a duplicate of the film.
Nice.
You remember how my... Okay, Proto-Men's true power isn't in projection or in replicating things. It's in recording them. When I got the tape, I recorded all of its contents into Proto-Men and then made a backup of it. And giving the quote-unquote real tape to them, I let them think that we didn't get away with the information we wanted.
I like to imagine, like, as he's explaining this, we're getting the flashback of, like, Proto-Man recording the video and then, like, putting its finger to, like, a film reel and it's, like, filling the images.
The thing is, I did that in session, too, so...
Yeah. Alright, so, that's great. We have that. They have the information as well, which is unfortunate, but at least we know what they're after, which gives us an idea. At least that helps.
I think they were going to have that information either way, considering we stole it from them.
Well, if I understand correctly, they were coming to collect that info. They asked, I forgot the name of the company. I'm so sorry. Claridad to look into it, right, Tan? And then they were coming to pick it up, so they didn't have it yet. Which is why they wanted it from us. But regardless, at least we both have it now, and because we know what's in it, we can, to an extent, anticipate their next move and act accordingly. Or at least Neil probably can. Honestly, I don't know what the fuck it means that all our consciousnesses are going to be linked. That's beyond me. Probably nothing good, though.
I gotta say, it's beyond me, too. I deal solely with the physical. I'm afraid. I don't know enough about no souls.
Wait, are you actually a doctor? I thought that was just your nickname because of the stand.
Dude, this is the Yeah, I'm a doctor. What the fuck?
Well, I didn't know. I thought it was just like your stand. I've never seen
I'm wearing a lab coat.
I wore a lab coat earlier.
You did what?
You're not a doctor. You can't wear that.
What the hell are you thinking?
You're under arrest.
It's like that episode of Drake and Josh.
I've just never seen. I guess I've just never seen you operate on people before.
Serious?
Yeah, you always just shove me in high power.
Well, the stands usually reflect what their users would already be doing anyways, so I guess it does make sense.
Sorry for underestimating you, Doc. My apologies.
I'm the head of the medical division.
I'm sorry! I didn't know!
He's fucking doing the good doctor thing right now.
I've only seen him.
A surgeon.
He's only ever used the stand on us, right? We've never like woken up to him like putting like giving us medicine or like putting a bandage on or something.
He walks into Neil's office like, Mr. Speedwagon, I want my old job back.
That's his old job.
I'll give it Chelsea in a minute.
No.
I am an agent.
This episode of Good Trouble has been brought to you by Autism Speak.
Guys, I'm having.
This is what happens. Stigma's not here.
Can you guys be nice to me, please?
Well,
I am
anyway.
being nice to you. I'm making fun of him.
But it's good to know your head's okay, even if your brain isn't. But like I said, Neil wanted to.
If my
toss
brain
you,
isn't
I guess.
okay, then you should fix it, Doc, with your doctor abilities.
I'm afraid I'm not equipped for brain surgery here.
Well, that's mighty convenient, isn't it?
Are you implying you would lobotomize Chelsea?
I never implied that. You're implying that.
Is
but,
that still what they did in the 70s?
Yeah.
But lobotomize me, Doc.
Actually, yes.
How did people ever survive lobotomies?
They usually became...
They parried.
They buried their brain.
I don't know a nice way to say that they became
in a catatonic
codependent.
state.
Catatonic.
Why did they keep doing them then?
I'd be happy to discuss the history of
in peace or something. Some people would even give themselves self-lobotomies.
Did it ever work?
Not really, no.
Well, I'd be happy to discuss the history of lobotomy further. This is like a medical officer. You're out of bed, so like get out.
But
essentially.
my friend. Okay, come on, driver. Let's go see Neil. Doc, I really didn't mean anything by the way. I'm sorry.
No, it's fine. It's fine.
You
I'm
do
not
good
offended.
work. We appreciate you. You know that?
Yeah, I know. Yeah, I know.
Okay, good. You're like one of the only people around here I can stand. So I just want you to realize that.
Well, that's funny. That. Okay, see ya.
No! All the NPCs.
Systematically pissing off every employee.
He's actually the one NPC I like too, because he always patches her up. Oh man.
That implies not a doctor.
He did. She.
His first, he's introduced himself as Doc Lamar every single time.
Yeah, Doc. Like I thought it was like a nickname. Like, what's up, Doc?
Yeah, it's short for Doctor.
Why are you so mean to me?
Anyway, the second, as you're about to walk out, though, you do see on the bed, where drippy, goopy Bats has been deposited. Bat's body suddenly spasms. Almost like he's jerking a little bit, not like that. But
I know what you mean. Go ahead.
like an aura, like appears around him.
Aura?
Yeah. Not like he's not punching anyone, but.
Again, I understand.
And then, Dune, why don't you tell me what happens next?
Oh no.
The clash slowly begins to materialize outside of Bats' silhouette, and you notice that there is something different from this usually small, rotund dwarf of a stand. It has a tiny little fedora on top of its head, and its eyes are, instead of the typical white, they are now yellow, and you can see little pin drop pupils, black in coloration, across the irises. And this thing, the Clash hops down from the gurney where Bats is situated, and he kind of waddles over to you, and he gives a little tip of his hat. How you doing?
I didn't know you could talk.
Talk to him out of his eyes. Maybe I'm not a doctor.
I usually can't, but I'm the Clash. Bats, he's out right now, so he gave me the remainder of his power, and I'm an independent.
I'm staring at the fedora on his head.
Where'd the hat come from?
You got a problem with this? This is my hat.
It looks good. The Clash. I'm gonna give him a little pat.
I was gonna say this is the most stereotypically Italian thing ever.
The Clash is
Well,
like
you-
3 feet tall or something, right?
Yes.
I'm gonna give him a little pat on the cheek. All right, buddy.
You don't have to say the. You know, it's just Clash. That's
First
fine.
name the.
Actually,
second name Clash.
I do have to say the because I do believe there is another stand called Clash.
Wait, does it exist yet in universe?
Does this
Doesn't
imply
matter.
does this imply that
Stand
Bats canonically will die before the other Clash exists?
I don't know.
You met another Clash? What are you talking about?
Sorry.
Yeah, what are you talking about?
It's just
You see the time roaches coming around the corner.
Okay, Clash. So, what do we got to do to wake up your buddy Bats?
Well, there's nothing you can do. You just kind of have to let them wait it out. This is a rare ability of a stand. When its user is on their last limb, sometimes they could willingly transfer power to their stand, including consciousness. However, this is, how you say, quite a rare move. It requires a
Nods.
large...
You're quite articulate and good at describing
Diplomat's
things.
leafing through a manual, he nods. It takes a lot of stand power.
Yes, it takes a lot of stand power. Thank you.
Wait, that first part, you said Bats is on his last legs?
He might be. He should be fine if you give him time to recover. But again, when a stand and a user have such a close connection, a deep bond, perhaps they've been together since childhood, as I was with Bats, but he didn't realize it. They may be able to share a sort of consciousness. In a way, you could say that I am Bats' subconsciousness, his unconsciousness.
Wow. That's heavy. I look over at Bats' body and go, okay, buddy, you want to come with us and I guess explain all that to Neil?
I think he understands the concept perfectly fine, to be completely honest.
Okay.
But I will be coming with you,
Okay.
nonetheless.
Thanks for correcting the semantics. Alright, yeah, let's go talk to Neil.
Hey, is range a problem? Do we have to like carry the body to bring him along, or?
No, I am a part of Bats himself. I can move perfectly fine on my own.
I see.
You
She
do
moves through the
have,
manual again. Oh, I see. It checks out. Yeah.
you do have a little stubby legs, though. Do you need us to, like, carry you or something?
Yes, he would use me as, a backpack sometimes. It was quite humiliating, but, I couldn't say anything about it. 'cause
Yeah.
I'm gonna
I
pick
lack-
him up and hold him in my arms like a baby. Like a
Oh,
big
my
baby.
goodness. Put me down, Toots. Put me down.
Well, I thought you said you needed to be carried.
Oh, it's fine. You could, you could carry me. Just, don't draw attention to it.
Okay, so how do you want me to carry you then if you don't want me to carry you like this?
Well, you could carry me like that. It's actually perfectly fine. I just,
There you go, buddy. pat him on the back. All right, come on, let's go see Neil.
I feel
I'm
like
used to
I
his
need to
big,
take some
broad
Ambien.
shoulders.
I got some here for you if you need it.
Does Ambien exist yet?
It's
I don't know.
My new invention, ambience.
My favorite part of playing a period piece tabletop is like, does this exist yet? Every time something's brought up.
It doesn't matter. I take the Ambien. Time roaches be damned.
Can you do that? Can you shoo away
This
the
is
time
something-
roaches?
Well, this has been something I've been working on in my spare time. It's called ambience, but I'm thinking of shortening the name if the opportunity comes up.
God.
Well, you take some. See, write a report. See how it affects you.
All right.
You know, I used it using everything I learned from medical school.
Okay, Doc. Please, I'm sorry. Okay.
You okay?
I never saw you like give out a prescription. I'm really sorry. I didn't mean to offend you. It's not like I didn't think you weren't capable of being a doctor. I just thought it was a nickname. I didn't I'm sorry, okay? I'm genuinely sorry, please. You're like the one friend I have here. I'll do whatever it takes to make it up to you. Just please.
It's okay. It's fine.
I fucking like give Chelsea a look when she says one friend.
One friend on base, you know what I mean. You guys don't count, of course. You guys are my buds.
Okay.
I have just met you, actually, Chelsea.
Clash, we fought together many times. Although you didn't have the fedora, or were able to talk.
Where'd the hat come from? I've been meaning to add. What's that? What's with the hat?
Well, you know, I could ask you the same thing.
That's what stores the consciousness of bats. If you take it off, he becomes lifeless again.
Any part of
like-
the stand is simply an element of the construction of the entity's genetic makeup.
You just flip through the manual. Oh, I see. It checks out.
Don't remove my hat, is all I have to say.
It's part of his flesh. You know,
Tan doesn't know
Well,
how badly Chelsea needs Doc Lamar to like him. Or like her.
I mean, that's up to you, not him.
you need to get a good score in patience.
How do I get a good score in patience? Is there a roll I can make?
You can certainly try. You can try and like manually pull this back if you want. If you give me a roll. If you want befriend, menacing and pluck.
Menacing and pluck? Okay.
Yeah. You give me a 2 on this.
That's a pretty decent difficulty. I got 2!
You see Dr. Lamar like think back in your interactions like, well, maybe she's having a bad day. He just smiles.
You're the best doctor I know, that's for sure. You've helped me more than anyone else.
Exactly. No, you forget it, okay? Anyway, Neil was waiting for like 5 minutes ago.
She leaves, there's like sweat pouring down her brow. She wipes. Oh my god, I was so close. Whew. I pulled that back though, right, driver?
Yeah.
Nice. Alright, let's go see Neil. No more lollygagging. I don't think Stigma's coming, bros. I think he's gone.
You can see he's got his little like teddy bear that's dressed up in his same outfit and he's looking at.
Aww, it's the same as High Power?
Yeah, no, it's like a little. It's called Minisili.
Oh. Minisili? Is this canon?
It is now. If he was here, you could tell me it's not. But I've just decided.
Can I pet Minisili as well?
Sure, you can.
I love cute small things, guys. If you didn't know. All right, yeah, let's go. Let's go see Neil. No more stalling.
Yeah, you successfully pet it. It smiles at you as you leave.
What?
He just said no more.
It smiles? It's alive?
it's probably a trick of the light.
Most probably.
I think we're being attacked by another stand.
High power brings all teddy bears to life within a radius. All right, let's go.
Okay, so these bottom parts of the ship, because it's like made to fit underneath the camouflage, is fairly small and cramped. So you have to go like single file as you go down the hallway.
Mm-hmm.
But you do you kind of hear the clicking of a typewriter as you approach Neil's office here. And it has been a while since you've seen Neil, Chelsea. I don't know if you recall, but you were last time we had interaction. You were not happy.
And I take it like since I was brought back, I kind of got shuffled to the next mission instead of seeing him, right?
Well, this is all the same interaction, if you recall.
Hold on,
So,
no. I'm
you
talking
came-
about even after my suspension. I didn't like see him until just now,
No.
right?
Well, and you also found out why on Clan Island that your son has been invested in missions.
Yes.
So that's also that mean.
So, Kay did talk to me a little about this, but this is tough. because I don't want to make this about my character when we have plot to develop. But also, I think she would have words. I think what I'm going to do is have her pull him aside after we talk to him normally.
I mean, I feel like Chelsea would probably, with how what angry she was, she would talk about it here. I don't really care.
You guys don't mind? Okay. Yeah. In that case, she sees Neil, and I think she remembers, like, because she just came out of it in the med bay, right? She was kind of like, wowed by it. Oh, yeah, all that. And then she remembers, and she hands the Clash over to Driver, and marches up to Neil, and fucking does the thing where you put, like, your arm on the wall and, like, trap someone against the wall.
But he's behind a desk.
I do it anyway. In that case, I slam my hand on his desk and I lean forward angrily like fucking Jonah Jameson. And I go, Neil.
Give me pictures of Spider-Man.
Neil.
Looks up. Chelsea, Driver, Bats? You're awake, I see?
Neil. What are you doing with my son?
I see. So, Kate told me about this, yes. Would you not be preferable to discuss this in a more private environment, or?
No, I'd really like to hear your explanation.
Well, during the course of Good Trouble's protection of your son, it became apparent that he had abilities that could be utilized in a non-violent, non-combat background usage, with no harm to him, of course, to assist other people in the field. At no time was he removed from safety. At no time was he involved directly in a mission.
Why didn't you tell me? Why did you do it without asking?
You want me to say it?
I want you to say it.
Because you would have said no, and no was an answer we could not afford in that context.
I am going to grab the, what do you call, like, I guess the collar of his shirt.
Yeah.
Pull him closer. And I go, Neil, there is a group of people, vampires, people with unimaginable powers who have threatened to blow up this fucking base and everybody associated with Good Trouble, and you got my son involved. I need a better reason than that.
He was already involved. The fact that we're protecting him brings him into that context anyway.
That's not the same thing.
Listen, if that is your reasoning, I want to discuss that with you, because do you seriously think if someone was targeting Good Trouble, if someone's targeting Good Trouble's agents, and yourself among them, because you are one of our agents, you're part of the group, do you think they would not target your immediate family?
He's supposed to be at an undercover safe house, away from all this, not in official documents, I got a fucking packet on him, Jesus Christ! He's in a database! He's an asset!
I understand your frustration, and I apologize.
Okay.
But
It's not, look, you didn't put him in danger. Kay said that. So I'm
Yes.
not gonna blow your brains out or anything over this, okay? But it needs to stop now. No more. I want him relocated. I want him far away. I want anything you have get thrown at him, and he's not involved in any of this anymore. I don't care. If I find out you're still using him after this, we're gonna have a problem.
Not that I have any stake in this, but what exactly were you doing with him?
That too. All the details.
well,
I
his
wasn't
ability-
really there for the explanation, so...
Well, his stand ability allows him to manifest tools that will be of use in whatever he is currently involved in. We simply use that as a means of information gathering. We would have him interact with agents who would go on a certain mission, and then create a tool that would aid them in said mission. So he never actually brought the tool, but the nature of the tool helped guide us a little bit in terms of our approach.
Huh. I have to admit, that does sound harmless, but... Do you mind if I look over a document of any missions he assisted with?
Absolutely, I can get one sent over to your desk, and Chelsea, I assume you'd want to have access to that as well.
Yes.
At the very least, Chelsea, I think we at least owe Speedwagon the benefit of the doubt. He's done right by us so far.
I know. That's fair. But I want him wiped from the database and I want him relocated. That's non-negotiable. At least until the better angels are dealt with. And then maybe we can talk. Maybe when he's older. All right? Because I get it. But, like, not now.
Absolutely. I apologize. If you could release my collar.
I let him go. Take a couple deep breaths and I walk back. I go, okay. I didn't just come here to yell at you. We actually had something.
Chelsea on the back.
Thank you.
I also wanted to mention, so I was going to ask about the Better Angels, about any intelligence you managed to achieve on them, but before that, what's with the hat? He's looking at the Clash.
Contains Bats' consciousness.
What do you mean that's
Apparently it's his, like, manifested Italian nature or something. I don't know why my stand doesn't have one.
It does
The
now.
Clash hops down from Driver's arm, and he waddles up to Neil's desk, and he can barely see over the desk. He's just standing in front of it.
Neil gets up and leans over the desk to look down at it.
Hello. I should probably introduce myself. I am the Clash. I am Bats' subconsciousness, so I am acting in his stead. How do you do?
What the fuck?
Yes, you were probably taken back by my demeanor, but I am a more articulate part of Bats Bucco.
I love him so much because I'm just imagining like Danny DeVito with like a Majin Buu face.
How's it going?
I am the part of Bats that has read a few novels, books, perhaps
That's a
even
different part.
But Bats is red?
He has in fact read. What else did you think he did in a prison cell for 3 years?
I don't know.
It does check out. Prisoners tend to pick up things like reading and chess and whatnot.
It's true.
Yes, picking things up. However, making them stick is another part.
What?
But they did stick. To me.
So
Oh
Neil
man,
looks
I know some prisoners who can play entire games of chess in their heads.
So you're like the better part of Bats?
So Neil looks up from the Clash that you two. He sort of just points down and goes, why and how?
Bats' stand became independent while he's unconscious. Just accept it.
You try the smelling salts?
I did. I pull them out. I really did. They didn't work, believe it or not.
Apparently, he transferred.
Neil was reaching into his pocket, but he takes his hand down and goes, "Oh man."
I know
Apparently-
they usually work.
Wait.
Apparently-
Now, wait just 1 minute here. You are considering me a separate entity than Bats. I don't think that is fair or correct.
That's
we are
what
one and the same.
I was
Well,
about
you-
to say. Yes, Bats basically transferred his consciousness into the stand.
So,
I'm
so
assuming,
you
uh,
are Bats because you keep introducing yourself as the Clash and saying you're a separate part of him.
Well, I am the Clash, and I am a separate part of him, but I am also Bats. We've been together since birth.
So this is like a Muzazi
So-
Negan Rush situation.
I don't
So,
know who that is.
I don't know what that is either. But
Dan,
I
before
know
we
what that
continue, Vasilii Sten's not going to walk in with a pirate hat, is it?
I hope so.
Also, you mentioned Proto Man doesn't have a fedora. What if his Italian heritage thing is he has like that machine that turns like dough into pasta noodles? It's just like a part of the suit.
He's like, he lifts up
I
his
don't
arms
think
underneath
no
it.
Italian Americans are watching this podcast.
All right. But yeah, we had something else we needed to share with you, both about what we found and what went down. And I yield the floor to Driver.
The Better Angels, we got a good look at them.
I did.
Elaborate.
No.
Okay, Chelsea.
Out of character, I don't remember too much.
One of them was a pale woman. We believe she was a vampire. There was a buff man who wore some sort of like leather jacket. He used hormone. There was this freaky looking guy. He seemed off. I don't remember what his name. I think I wrote the names down somewhere. I did not.
And speaking of recording, by the way, a Driver suddenly speaks up and he's like, after describing them, he speaks up and he says, by the way, I managed to get recordings of some of their fighting styles. We should be able to replicate them for training.
Interesting. I'll be sure to have you talk to some of the combat guys about that. What about this leader of theirs? He show up?
I believe so. He requested that I hand over the data. Unfortunately, we were both outnumbered and outmatched, so I did have to pull a bit of a trick on them. They got away with the information they wanted, but so did we. And I pull out the little microfilm and I put it on the desk.
So this was created with your stand. This isn't a replica. This is just the data.
This is the data recorded and printed down on the microfilm.
Okay, sort of takes it and puts it into his pocket. I'll make sure to pass this on to the science boys.
Sorry I couldn't keep them from getting the data, but like I said, I had to make a decision, and we had people in need of rescue.
To Driver's credit, I would like to vouch, sir, that the enemy was extremely powerful, and he was only doing what he thought best to ensure our safety and the safety of Kay and our other assets.
Sort of
And
nods.
can we bring attention to the selfless sacrifice brought on by Bats Bucco?
Yeah, that's all right.
I do think Bats also, he put himself at tremendous risk to give us an advantage, and I'm extremely worried about him, and I hope he recovers, and until he does, the him that is here with us is...
I thought it was called the Clash.
It's Bats, it's Clash, I don't know. It's being weird and philosophical about it, but he's cute, isn't he?
Bats never wore a hat.
You see
Bats
the
never
Clash's
wore a hat!
You see the Clash's neutral expression turn into a small, like, Lego minifigure smile.
Oh, he goes, oh.
He's cute! See?
It's kind of cute, actually.
I love him! He moves like stop motion.
Maybe almost, it is almost like Minisili.
Well, wait, did everyone know about Minisili except me?
Yeah. Did you not?
No, it was my
See,
first time
Chelsea,
seeing
Chelsea, a lot of things happened during your time off.
Wow, yeah, you got a teddy bear. By the way, is Minisili alive? I swear it smiled at me.
What are you talking about? Just a little tough teddy bear. You're crazy.
It pans over
He's
to the
not
camera
alive.
and he's like crawling on
You
top
look
of
at the
Vasilei's
door,
head.
you look out the door, you can see it just like halfway in the hallway looking at you.
I think this might be a stand.
I'm
It's like
terrified.
finger to its lips.
Guys, it's right there!
Everyone looks, it's gone.
Oh my god! The voices, the fucking voices!
But you could see the Clash like nod or shake his head slightly, as in like don't acknowledge it.
I'm just gonna take out my bottle and throw down another pill and just try and pretend it didn't
Oh,
happen.
is that some of that new ambience?
No, this is something my therapist prescribed.
I see.
Or psychologist, whichever one's allowed to do that. It was
So
legal.
this is the data. The lab boys give me a little bit of a rundown, but I'm still not sure what sort of data is this. Is dates, from what I understand.
Well, what it seemed to be is like it represented a day when human consciousness would all be linked together. We're not sure why they want that, but it gives us an idea of whatever they're planning is probably going to happen on that day. I believe it was sometime next year. I don't remember the exact date. If you don't mind reminding us, Tan. Oh, 19 minutes past 9 p.m., July 21st, 1977. So 3 years from now.
Well, that's pretty exact.
That's what it said. I did take that as a note. Yay me.
The linking of consciousness, where two people can perhaps become one or more.
Well, I think this is very much or more. But what they would hope to do that information, I don't know. This is a bit of this way above my head and my pay grade.
Well, Coelacanth.
You're pay grade. You're the leader of this.
Well, the Good Trouble is part of Speedwagon Foundation, so it's all a bit
Cool.
you know.
And you're Speedwagon.
Coelanth.
You'd think so.
Coelanth did say that they talked about
What?
wanting. Coelanth did say they talked about wanting to like change the world. So I'm wondering if they have some sort of, because we know they've been doing wound experimentation and shit. Maybe they're trying to do some kind of mass stand or wound awakening. That's all I can think of.
Why would you want to traumatize every person on Earth, though?
Well, I don't know. Why would you, in a media corporation, have a building dedicated to horrifyingly traumatizing people and awakening random wounds?
If I may offer some insight on this subject, according to my understanding of the human psyche, every human on a base level possesses the potential to develop a separate consciousness from birth, sometimes resulting in a stand, such as myself.
Why do you
Thank
know
you.
so
That
much
didn't
about
help.
stands?
Thank you. That didn't help at all.
Well,
How-
I am a stand.
But how do you just intrinsically know that? Like, a human being doesn't just... We're not just born knowing about our innards.
You're not.
Anytime... What
To
is...
you later.
What is with any time? You know what? Never mind.
I'm sorry. I was messing with you.
Chelsea, it can be inferred from the infliction of wounds on test subjects that anyone can develop these psychic powers.
That's true. I'm
Hey, this
also...
little-
It
this
can
little
be
flash,
inferred,
guys.
yes, but the point of their research was to discover whether that was true or not.
I'm starting to wonder as well, that thing I did back in the tunnel when I was under the effects of Public Enemy. I thought, oh wait a minute, oh fuck, I just realized something.
Yeah.
If Bats is out, what happened to all the people we brought back contained as balls, like Rivers and all the hostages?
Yes, that was a little bit of unpleasantness. It's a good thing the ship's got a brig, I'll tell you that, because
Is Rivers okay? Can I go see him?
when Big Guy turned back from a ball, he did cause a little bit of chaos. Masterson had to get involved, and he's recuperating his cell down in the brig. It's basically the long and short of it.
There was no way Masterson beat Rivers.
I don't know what to tell you.
The Clash lowers its head for a second. They are okay, correct?
Well, there's a few cuts and bruises from suddenly turning from balls back to humans in locations that perhaps not ideal, but everyone's alive.
Can
Oh,
I
thank
go
heavens.
see Rivers?
I don't think I would be able to live with it if my stand was responsible for killing somebody.
Oh, little bats.
Wait, I thought you were
Haven't we
the
killed a lot of people so far?
Yes, but you see, they were ontologically evil, Driver.
Oh, okay,
I
that makes
guess if you
sense.
think about it, Bats has killed a lot of people, but this guy, I don't know whether he technically did it, because like in the back,
For the last time, Speedwagon, they're the same
I
person,
don't-
different consciousnesses.
I don't know what you guys are talking about. Chelsea has killed, like, by far the most people, and arguably the only people that might have been innocent in some way.
Certain
Right,
humans
you
do not
fucking
possess souls, Driver.
I kill a lot of people, guys. I have problems. But can I go see Rivers? I want to speak to him.
well, certainly, as long as you don't let him out.
I'm not a traitor, but he is my friend, and I think if I get a chance to talk to him, that maybe he would be willing to work with us. He's not a bad person. He's actually a really cool guy, and he has a family and like 3 hot weed smoking girlfriends.
Wives.
Wives, sorry. 3 hot weed smoking wives. Why do you know that?
Why do you know that?
It's my job to know things.
Well, when I went undercover for a while to get in the trust, I got to know him, and he's like not a bad guy. Yeah, he got mad when I got hurt. He tried to protect me. I don't know. I just feel like he's my buddy.
I see.
This is a Cold War, Chelsea. There are good people on both sides.
I know, but I'm just saying, like, why
Both
can't we
sides.
just move the ice cube from one tray to another in this Cold War?
It physically hurt me to say that, by the way.
I want to go see him. I'll get my prison pass or whatever. You're welcome to send an escort with me. I don't plan on releasing him or anything, but I want to talk to him. He's my buddy.
Okay, well,
If you need an escort, Miss Dagger, may I offer myself? I do have business to discuss with you.
What a lovely little gentleman. Of course, buddy. I'm going to pick him back up.
No, don't pick me up that way.
just like when you're holding a cat.
Sorry, I shift my hands. I love Little Bats. I think she is absolutely adores Little Bats.
You can pick me up the way that you carried me in here, not the way that you're currently holding me. Just rearrange me in the, it's quite uncomfortable.
I do so.
Hey,
Okay,
make it
thank you.
uncomfortable.
Thank you.
I hold him like I used to hold little Jimmy when he was a baby, a wee lad. All right, let's go.
Well, you driver, you got any business before we're on our way back to shore right now from Noble Transport back to HQ? You got anything any business you want to attend to?
Not that I can think of, no.
Do you want to go see Kay at all? If not, you're welcome to come with us.
Sure, I can go check on her.
Yeah, especially, I mean, finding out she's a couple 100 years old. I mean, it might be
That's not really a big
relationship.
deal, I'm gonna be honest.
I see. All right. Well, I'm sure you guys have a lot to talk about. So you go.
What does that mean?
I thought you guys were like kind of low key in a relation. Did I misread that?
I mean, I hit on her and got a date with her once, but I don't know how
Chelsea,
close we are.
I must remind you that not every male-female interaction is indicative of underlying feelings.
You have to be joking. I am obviously aware of that, but there was clearly chemistry. I
felt the need to point this out for some inscrutable reason.
Thank you for mansplaining that to me, Bats.
Yeah, it's all right.
No problem, Tut.
I'm not liking little Bats anymore.
He's fucking. She suddenly drops him on the floor.
Yeah, I make like an LA Noir lying face. Like, yeah, all right, I'm gonna go pay Rivers a visit.
Okay. So, I want you to know when you type in LA Noir, like the gifts, the first result is that.
Yeah, that's the face.
I need to make a soundboard of that. One line that's like, "You fuck kids."
I love how much they advertise like the facial features thing, and it's like so wonky.
I remember there was like a psychologist that recommended autistic people use LA Noir to study facial expressions.
What does that one mean? Go ahead, tell me what that means.
I don't know.
What do you think, Tam?
Okay. A frustration of some kind, I would say.
He's wizened. All right, we're moving on. Plot. Let's do it.
As Chelsea and the Clash are walking down the hallways, though, he does have something to tell her as they're walking down before we get to the river scene, if that's what we're doing.
Yeah,
next.
let's do it. Let's do it. Let's talk.
Miss Dagger.
Yeah, that's me. What's up, Bets? Or Clash?
Yes, well, yes, thank you. You're catching on very quickly.
Can I call you Blash for short?
No.
Blash?
Like Bats
no,
and
you
Blash.
can't.
Blash.
Huh.
I don't like that.
Okay. Which would you
He doesn't
prefer,
like that.
Bats or Clash?
The Clash is perfectly fine, but you could drop the part and just call me Clash.
Okay, Clash. What's up?
You
Okay.
keep calling yourself the Clash, though.
Yeah, I know. That's why I'm confused.
Well, what I address myself as and what I would prefer to be addressed as are sometimes two different
It's
things.
like- it's like-
It's like
the
the
Fonz.
universe where it's like, please drop the Clash. Just the will be fine.
Please, that is what my mother calls me. Call me Clash.
Anyways, I know I was about 8 feet away from your private conversation with Neil, but I couldn't help but overhear, and I would like to inform you that, while Bats might be a little bit too uptight to say it, he truly is sorry for how things went back on the island.
I am too, little buddy. I actually, ever since my suspension, I've kind of... I don't think I could ever say it to him, but for some reason your adorable little Lego face, I feel like I can disclose. I've been wanting us to... I could feel there was some kind of distance there, but I wasn't really sure how to, fix it. I'm not really good at relationships, if you couldn't tell. Not to bring my, as Driver once put it, tragic backstory back into focus here, but most of the people I've associated with have died. I haven't really had many long-term relationships, so I'm a little awkward sometimes, but I did want to make things up with him, but I didn't really know how that worked. If you have any tips.
Well, he understands. Bats doesn't hold grudges. He usually just kills people he dislikes.
Me too! Oh my god, we have so much in common.
The best that I can give you is, if he forgets it and you forget about it and act like everything's normal when he wakes up, I'm sure it'll be water under the bridge.
Wow. That's what my friend
But
told me her
if
marriage was like.
Well, if you want to address it directly, you're going to have to initiate it. He is a little self-conscious about this interaction, especially freaking out over something as childish as keeping a clandestine secret a secret in a mission. He does understand the need to sometimes adapt yourself to these plans on the fly.
Well, little Clash, maybe next time we won't keep it a secret from him. Maybe we should have had a little more faith. I was really worried about it too, you know. We just, at the time, we thought it was the best idea. But...
Well, if you want my opinion, I completely agree with you. I think keeping bats out of the equation was actually your best possible move.
Alright, I'm glad it paid off. Alright, well, let's just try and forget about it, you know? And if there's still some distance, confronting people with words is hard. It's so much easier to just shoot people.
Right. Now I must confront you about something. Actually, he notices a cleaning cart in the hallway. Can you put me on top of that cleaning cart? I would like to be reunited with Driver because I'm actually a little less than positive about speaking with Rivers after seeing him in combat.
Of course. I set him on the cart, and I'd like to... Who's, like, the nearest, like, employee around?
There's a smiley cleaner there.
A smiley cleaner?
Yeah.
I go, excuse me, would you mind taking
Yes?
this over to... And I tell him where Driver's going.
Well, shucks, that'll be no problem at all.
Thank you.
I've always wanted to be a taxi driver.
I appreciate that. You have a good one.
Yes, Chelsea, if I may be judgmental for a second, I think you are a bit of a freak for patronizing this Rivers fellow. I mean, do you know how many people he's killed?
Do you know how many people I've killed? Because believe me, it's a whole lot more than you've seen.
Well, do you know how many people Bats has killed? Because it's probably more than you've killed.
I guess we're all cleaners of a sort.
The point I'm trying to make here is, doesn't matter how many people you've killed, but how many people you kill or don't kill in the future. Because you can't change the past.
Well, I'm just letting you know that Bats has probably killed more people than you.
Okay, well, Bats has killed more people than me.
I killed them better.
I feel like now you're making me a little competitive about it. I feel like now I need to pull out like numbers.
Competitive genocide. Let's go.
Do you have numbers? Because Bats doesn't, but I do.
What are Chelsea's numbers, Tan? Because she's been with Good Trouble what, 5 years?
How many confirmed kills does
you tell me, man. Is your character?
I want to say a number, but I don't want it to be ridiculous because I don't know how many clandestine missions there were before this campaign started. You know what I mean?
So you've been pretty active.
I want to say conservatively maybe 80.
Jesus.
Roll a D200 for it.
D200. All right, but
D100.
I want to add at least a plus. I want to add at least a plus 20 for obvious reasons.
Okay.
How about
if it's a 1, that's not possible.
Okay, both of you roll a D100. Yeah.
D200 plus 20. We're both rolling this.
200, not 100?
100.
Yeah, 200.
Probably have it be an 80 since you added the 20. So maybe roll D80.
D80 plus 20?
No, I was adding like the 20 for the people we've killed in this campaign so far.
Yeah, no, that's why I'm saying if she's already killed 80, then like we should roll a D150, how about?
D150 plus 20. Let's do that.
Okay.
Ready, set, go! Oh,
Jesus.
I love how we
that's a
both
lot
got
of
like
people
the
you
upper
killed.
end of that. 167.
Wow, the clinic says. That's incredible. I'm still in the single digits.
Hey, no worries. Wait,
You are both psychotic.
I'm afraid that you do have me beat there, Chelsea. Bats only has 121 confirmed kills. That is...
You kept count?
Well, I don't have a choice. I see everything. I'm his subconsciousness.
I think she feels a little bad now that he's lost. She goes, well, for what it's worth, Bats has probably helped a whole lot more people than me, and I think that number is way more important than how many people you killed. I mean, he saved a lot of people with those balls that we would have had to just dump or leave be.
Those should be negative kills if you save.
He's helped a lot of very nice law enforcement agents send very bad men to prison.
I don't know if there's such a thing as a nice law enforcement agent, but I get what you're saying.
Yes.
So, in a way, Bats is the winner. I give him a pat on the head as he leaves.
Okay, I need to keep doing my job now. I'm actually a cleaner here.
Don't make it 168,
Cleaner,
buddy.
May you drop me off at the mess hall, please? The cafeteria, perhaps.
If I do my job right, though, it won't be too messy. And he wheels him away.
Also,
I don't get
am
it.
I the only one who noticed he said he's only in the single digits that of people he's killed? This guy's a serial killer. He's not a field agent, right, Tan? He's just like a
You don't know.
Yeah.
I mean, like, can you judge serial killers? Are you really?
Well, at least my killings are government sanctioned. Well, not government sanctioned.
Corporation sanctioned, which is
Oh,
maybe
God,
the
that's
worst.
worse.
I'd say morally he's like
Worse.
a free agent, so maybe he's like morally better.
Oh God, I'm gonna go.
So he's killed less people than you, and he's also not a bootlegger.
Oh I'm not a bootlegger. I've been suspended. Okay, I'm no bootlegger.
I got temp banned.
I got temp banned. Don't you dare call me a bootlegger, God. All right.
She is the boot.
Okay, well
I
let's
am-
be swoosh to driver now as you're heading, I believe, to see Kay.
Yeah, and the Clash is heading to see me, isn't he?
Yeah. Looking back, is fast traveling from scene to scene.
I see the Clash like roll up on his, what was it, a food cart or something?
It's like a
Yeah,
cleaning
cleaning
cart.
cart.
Oh,
You've
okay.
now noticed
Room,
that he is
room,
actually
one
he
delivery.
he has a plate in front of him. It is filled with with pieces of lasagna and cannoli, and he's chomping them.
I have to clean this up later.
Oh no, you don't! It doesn't pass through my body, not just yet.
Not just yet.
There's menacing symbols.
I'll learn to poop soon, toots.
I'm still evolving.
Oh Lord.
You see, when a stand is a transferred consciousness, it can gain the ability to possess physical objects inside of its body, such as
Oh,
food.
I see.
I now gain pleasure from eating.
Wow, that's incredible.
I'm not sure if any of this is true.
It's all
It is
canon
all
now,
true,
baby, in
driver.
the Tanverse. Just like wounds.
I mean, to be fair, this guy, the Clash could just be full of shit.
Yeah. Well,
That
I mean,
is-
he is after he learns how to do that.
You are
Driver,
so
I am
right,
not yet
Dustin.
full of shit. Perhaps in 15 minutes, however. That may change.
My God, he's getting stronger really quickly.
Oh, hey, excuse me, Mr. Clash. Are you talking to me because I'm driving the cart, or him because like his name's Driver?
I'm talking to Driver. I have no more use for you. Thank you for your ride, though. And he
No
takes
problem.
he materializes a $5 bill and he slips it in this guy's coat pocket.
Wow, thanks. I'm gonna spend this on
Where did you
things.
get that?
It's made of rubber.
Oh, it's made of rubber. I can't
So
use
it's
this.
counterfeit.
How did that happen?
Yo ho ho! I took a bite of gum gum.
Well, I gotta go. This is better than my pay today.
Jesus Christ, this guy! And the Clash hops off the cart and waddles over to Driver.
Sometimes I'm concerned with how Neil treats his employees.
Yes,
Don't
did you
worry.
know he has a kill count in the single digits?
What does that mean?
I'm not so sure. He wouldn't elaborate.
Okay, let's go see Kay.
And the Clash
that
latches
that pause is in character, by the way.
the Clash latches onto Driver's leg like a small koala hanging on for
God,
transportation.
I love Clash so much. He's so
You want to
cute.
crawl? You want to crawl up on like my shoulder, like Jack and Daxter?
No,
was
I
gonna say,
prefer
like,
this.
Pikachu and Ash.
Okay.
I also like
That
that
was-
idea that he has to like slightly limp now from the extra weight.
So it seems Catherine set up a bit of a temporary lab on the ship here. She's got like casings for like normal everyday objects, like her stand inhabiting them and sort of slowly giving them special properties. It seems like she's hard at work creating new gadgets. As well, their stand's hard at work. She's drinking a cup of coffee at her desk, reading a book, and she looks up as the two appear. Oh, hello. Did it back? Oh, I see. Your subconsciousness must have detached from your body and inhabited your stand.
How you doing, beautiful?
Did
Oh,
you? Never mind.
eventually, you see everything once.
I guess that makes sense. Speaking of Lemuria, huh?
Ooh, that caught your interest, huh?
I've heard a legend about it once, but I didn't think it was real. Of course, I knew about the Leviathans, but
Even having been there, if I told you half the stuff I've seen, you probably wouldn't believe me.
I'd be interested to hear it at least.
If only we had the time, but if you have any specific questions, I could rummage in the old memory banks, I'm afraid.
What exactly led you to Lemuria?
Weakness of the body, I believe, was the term at the time. I was sick, and well, the idea was that the cure would be in Lemuria. It was, but I obtained a whole new sickness, as you can see.
Immortality?
Opinions on it come and go. One century you love it, the next it gets a bit annoying. I'm on the verge of probably liking it again, I imagine.
Wait, real quick, does that imply that our other characters are also immortal somewhere in the world? Because we were
Who can
all in
say?
Lemuria for like 3 years or something, right?
Yeah, you don't know what happened there.
Yeah. Holy shit. I'm gonna freak out if we run into Finley or Johan.
Huh.
Or Starbuck, oh my god. What would Starbuck even be doing right now?
I think I already talked about that, but it doesn't matter right now.
Yeah, sorry. Please continue.
I was just interested in hearing. I was a bit worried when Chelsea told me you put yourself in the field, but I guess I didn't realize you could handle yourself so well if you've been to fucking places like Lemuria.
Like I said, after some of the things I've seen, everything else seems like a walk in the park. And
The funny thing is, when she talks about enjoying immortality, the entire point of like Ishmael's character was that he lived so long that he was tired of it and wanted to die.
perhaps opinions differ.
Yeah, I know.
Catherine loves being immortal. Can you blame her?
I don't.
Anyway, I drifted from place to place and eventually ended up here.
Huh. It's interesting to say the least.
Well, it is. If nothing else, it's hard to summarize things over so long, but I'd say it's been interesting more often than not.
It was good seeing you though.
And me, you.
And despite the interest Driver had in talking to her before, he does just sort of like give her a smile and wave her off, and then just like leave without talking about much else.
What does the Clash do?
Oh, he's still stuck to his leg.
Oh, you've got it's the Clash.
Yeah.
Okay. With that, we swoosh downstairs to Chelsea, who has reached the brig. So a lot of the brig seems to be sort of open cells here, where the people who are being tormented in their wounds facility are being treated by doctors. But the only cell that's actually like closed seems to be one where Mr. Rivers is sitting on the bed, sort of facing away from the door, with a single familiar guard outside. A large guard with a big mustache. Chelsea knows this man. Oh! Is that Miss Dagger?
Is that Masterson?
It's me, Masterson.
Get the fuck out of my sight right now.
I'm afraid not. I've been assigned to guard this cell.
I have a fucking card from Neil. I don't want to look at you. I'm gonna get angry.
Hey, can you calm down?
No, I don't like you. Go away.
It turns out this guy's Dr. Lamar's best friend.
No!
I don't understand. Was this about pool? I really don't get where all this hostility has come from, if I'm honest.
It's about pool. Of course it's about pool. It's about pool. It's about the
I grew up
mission.
I grew up in an environment where I wasn't able to play pool, so that's why I wasn't familiar with the rules. I'd like to if I've offended you somewhere by not knowing how to play a just simple game, I apologize. But I feel that's got more to do with you than me.
What is happening to him?
Anyway, it seems like
person.
What's happening is I'm being gaslit because what actually happened is you kept saying that I didn't know how to play pool, implying that I was stupid and you were
I don't
smarter than
remember
me.
that.
Why am I the only one getting consistently gaslighted in this campaign? Is it because I'm playing a woman? Is that what's happening right now?
Anyway, it seems like you have a lot of growing up to do. I'll see you later. And he leaves.
All right, now that's the Masterson we know. That other person before was a fucking imposter.
Every day,
I was trying to be serious for like 5 seconds. It came off so
to
unnatural.
just throwing my computer out the window. I don't have to show up on the weekends. I could just not.
Sorry.
This
This is the relationship you've cultivated with Masterson. I don't know what to tell you.
I don't know why I'm being gaslighted by every NPC. I remember what happened.
Of course, Masterson would gaslight you. Look at him.
Okay,
I think Masterson is the one being gaslit.
I'm the victim.
I need a smoke. This is what you people are doing.
And well, he left, so I don't know what he can't hurt you anymore.
All right, let's just continue.
And as you walk in, you do see Rivers look over his shoulder, see you, and then turn back around. Traitor.
Hey, Rivers. Listen. Can we talk?
You can. That's all you do anyway. Talk.
Rivers, you know that's not true. I kill just as good as you.
Yeah.
Rivers, I don't think you're a bad guy. I think you're really loyal, and I think you care a lot. I mean, you have to have a lot of capacity to care to have 3 wives.
And they smoke weed.
And they smoke weed, which tells me that you're cool. So I want us to get along, okay? I think that there is a path forward that can help all of us. I actually had a friend, Bats. You know, he used to be a prisoner here, too. But
we're already talking about him like he's dead.
He worked. No, he's. Bats worked with Good Trouble, and after a while, they gave him freedom. He's allowed to leave the facility now. He has free reign to an extent. If you're willing to work with us, we can provide. We can pay you. We can provide resources. We can get you back in touch with your family. What you were doing with Claridad, I'm going to be frank, he was not a good person. But what you can do for us, you can do a lot of good for the world. And I don't want to see you rot in the cell because you don't deserve that, just because you got hired by the wrong guy, man.
So, what happens if I say no?
Well, if you say no, I'll do everything I can to make sure you get the best treatment, but that's up to Neil. But if you say yes, then as an agent with 5 years experience here, I can vouch for you, and hopefully in maybe a year's time, 2 at most, we can get you free reign, and you can see the people you care about and go back out in the world. And honestly, I think if you give us a chance, if you work with us, I think you'll agree that we're doing good. And if you don't, I mean, hey man, it's always your decision to change.
So glances over his shoulder again. You think they'd trust me?
Honestly, not at first, but I'll stand up for you, and I'll watch over you. We'll work together, just like we did in Claridad.
Besides, I heard my old boss is dead, so I guess a job's a job.
Yeah.
As long as I don't have to work with that fireworks guy.
He's the worst! See, this is why I like you. You're the only one who gets
shit out of
me.
It fucking hurts.
You know what? If it makes you feel better, I've beaten the shit out of him because he sucks and I hate him. And when I saw him guarding this place, I told him to leave and I yelled at him because he sucks.
Damn.
He's so bad. He's so bad that you wouldn't even need to use your stand on him. He's already my public enemy.
You're crazy, yeah.
No, he's just a bad person.
You say so, I guess. Well, tell your boss.
What do you mean if I say so? He beat you up.
Well, I'm just saying that I needed my stand, so.
Oh.
Well, anyway, tell your boss if he wants to come down for a job interview, he's fucking welcome.
Perfect. I'll go talk to Neil right away. You won't regret this, I promise. Maybe you can even work with us.
Maybe.
That would be awesome. Hey, Rivers. I put my hand. Well, I guess I can't put my hand through the bars. I assume it's like a pane window or something.
Yeah.
I put my hand to the window and I go, "You're my buddy. All right, I'm gonna watch out for you in here."
I guess we might not be so bad. We'll see.
Yeah. And then I'm gonna go back to Neil and petition. I'm gonna put in
He's
my
like a
job
fucking. He's sitting on a throne. It's like, you please, your grace.
Neil.
Chelsea, here to give me another earful.
No, I have another proposition for you. Rivers is willing, if you discuss terms with him, to work for us.
Okay.
You know, like a bat situation.
Right, bad situation. Even with bats, we've had to be careful, you know. So
And
it's
be
not going to
careful
be.
with him. Put collars on him. You know, keep him highly restricted. Do what you got to do. But give him a year's time. I told him if he worked with you guys, that maybe in a couple years' time, like bats, he could get free reign and he could go see his family, and you guys would take care of him like you take care of us. He's not a bad person. He just got hired by a shithead. Okay, Rivers is a good people. Okay, you don't have 3 wives if you're a bad person.
He has 3 wives?
I know, right? That's how much love he has to give.
That is compelling. Wait,
That is compelling. My best argument yet.
well, I suppose there's no harm in the probationary course. Hell, I've recruited a lion for you guys, so this isn't that weird.
Yeah, and
I forgot about the
And
lion.
Bube is a very good boy, and I am.
Yeah,
willing to
he's
go
missed
see...
you a lot. He's been crying at HQ.
Actually, I
It's
am
been
gonna
very
go.
distressing. He's been like clawing at walls.
I'm actually gonna go.
We need to go see him right now.
Yeah, I was gonna say,
I start sprinting over to the lion.
Before you
He's in
did,
Texas.
before-
We didn't bring him on the boat.
before you said that, I was gonna say I wanted to.
I
Visit
start
him.
sprinting to Texas.
Yeah, I want to go to Texas and visit Mbube too. I was gonna say that first. Let it be known, chat. Chat. Comment section, audience.
Twitch chat just appears on the side.
We should live stream one of these one day so they can see how fucking terrible we are.
Lord, but yeah, I wanna do that.
Like I said, probationary course. We'll see how it plays out. Well, yeah, I suppose the old bats treatment. I see you lost the little tyke.
The what?
Flash, the little fella, little guy.
Oh yeah, he's with Driver. I think he said he wanted to see him about
He's
something.
running around the ship like a fucking gremlin. Fantastic.
No, he's cute. Hey.
I mean, he's a bit of a gremlin, I say as
Let-
I appear.
Oh, hey, you just appeared.
Little bats. Pick him up.
You can see that he is considerably heavier now, and occasionally he will drop a rubber ball. out.
Wait, you can see he's like making craters with his footsteps.
No, he's just larger, and he's becoming smaller as he shits out these rubber balls
Gross.
very infrequently.
I'm gonna pick him up.
That is disgusting, and I'm gonna leave it to the serial killer we have cleaning our base.
What? Oh, you mean Mr. Joy? Oh, he's a kid. Don't worry about him.
I'm not sure I believe you.
Don't worry, I've converted my waste into rubber balls.
We do
They're no
extensive
different.
background checks. Don't worry.
I don't believe you.
Well, I do. So that's the important part.
All right. Well, anyway, I want to see Mbube. When can we get back to Texas?
Well, we've been sailing for a day or so now. So we with the modern shipping technology of the speed recommendation, it should just be an hour or so now until we get into dock.
In other words, Tan doesn't know how far away Texas is.
Who's tan? Well, I suppose you might get a bit of a tan if you're on the top deck. But,
Tan, who has never been on a boat or been to America. It's probably like an hour away, I guess, from
Wait,
Spain.
where are we currently? I could estimate it.
we're in the ocean. He smiles.
Yeah, but like where, Tan? Where are we?
We were on an island off Spain before.
We're
You
in
said
the fucking Pacific Ocean at this point.
how far to sail?
It would probably take about like 14 hours to get to Texas from Spain.
from Spain. I'm looking it up right now
I'm not sure how true that is.
because we're on a cruise. It takes 3 to 4 weeks to cross.
Oh my God! What?
Disguised as a
Yeah.
cruise, not an actual cruise ship. Please keep in mind. We're not going on a full.
Okay. Let me say sail by ship then. Test that out.
14 hours.
Um,
That's a number I completely made up.
checking up Quora.
Don't look at Quora. They're not going to give you the right answer.
Okay.
So, Masterson was actually telling me this idea he had. You know,
It still
like
says
the
3 to
like
4
encyclopedia. You were thinking of you could like quota, and it could have like different questions with answers. It's a really interesting concept.
It takes a long
Shut
time.
up! Quora's like the worst fucking website to get answers
Every
from.
resource
resource
not
I
the script
says,
reader.
every resource I see says if you're fast, take shortcuts and get lucky. It can be 2 weeks. It's probably 3 to 4. If you're on a slower ship, it's a month.
Oh my god.
Like I said, mothership technologies. We got special speedwagon technology.
I
Yeah,
underestimated how vast the ocean is.
The Pacific Ocean is fucking massive, dude.
Yeah.
Look
And
at
you-
him.
and
He
you're
points
moving
at
slower.
the Flash. He's
You're also-
mesmerized by life's splendor.
You're also moving slower through the water than you can on like a highway.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Yeah.
So we're currently on the ship right now, right?
Yes, we're currently on the ship. Well done.
Okay. Just making sure.
But we should be at dock in about an hour. So we're
And
going
you
to
said
slow
it's
down
only
to
been a
north.
day- You said it's only been a day prior, right?
Yeah, it's a very good ship.
There's
We're all
literally
very
like
happy.
rocket thrusters out the back. We're like,
Yeah.
it's like waves in our wake.
Yes.
We're flying, like everything's jostling around the whole time we've been talking.
We use it using the same
We
techniques.
actually have to hold on for dear fucking life throughout this entire.
It's very simple. Kay created it using the same technique she used to make Demiurge. You can talk to the ship if you go up to the wheel.
Oh my god.
This thing is related to Demiurge.
Side note, can I just say I actually
can
feel
destroy this thing immediately.
Can I actually say I feel bad about killing Demiurge because Tan lovingly put in a god sequel for us and we hated it.
I have no problem killing the Demiurge.
I thought it was very funny that he immediately died. And he quote unquote sacrificed himself. He had no choice in, but acted like he was like a noble sacrifice and no one
Our
gave a shit.
attitude versus God compared to Demiurge is literally like the Gordon Ramsay meme.
Tan, is this ship's name Monad?
This ship's name is the Mona Minerva.
Hello?
But it's called the Mona Minerva.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's the answer to your question. I don't know what. Yeah.
No, I
Okay.
just didn't hear what you said the first time. Sorry.
You're just like, it's always like, what's the ship called? It was called this. Oh yeah. So.
Guys, I think Stigma's dead. The latest time he said was 4 EST. It's like
Stigma's not,
440.
Stigma's not coming. You should have accepted that long ago.
I'm worried about him. What did Minisili do to him?
What are you talking about, Chelsea? It's just a teddy bear.
I don't
You
think
see him in the port window.
He's always had it. He never shuts up about
he's
it.
outside the water swimming next to a
Yeah.
shark.
He's standing on the water.
Who do you think is captaining the ship?
Oh my god. Do you think that if the ship is sentient, could it be the ship stand as Minisili?
What are you talking about? He loves Minisili. Vasili's always talking about it. He never shuts up.
He can't. This has to be an enemy stand, right?
That is a bit, I'm afraid.
I don't believe you. You should make it an enemy stand.
I would also think it would be very funny for this to be an enemy stand.
It might be funny if like that's how we introduce Stigma when he comes back next week. Is like Minisili's been like doing something to him. Oh my god, the Minisili.
Well,
The airplane.
anyway, I see you've still got a few bruises from remaining from your bow. It might be best to get Dr. Lamar to take care of it before we dock.
Yeah, Chelsea just learned he's a real doctor.
Well, God, he's a real doctor. He went to medical school, for God's sake.
I've only ever seen him use high power. I didn't know, but I didn't think he wasn't capable of a doctor or anything. I just thought it was a term.
Well, he
I
came
wasn't
from a
like,
poor
wow, you're a
background,
doctor.
so a lot of people doubted he would ever be able to get through medical school.
It's
so
not.
I
It's
don't
not like
think-
I was like, wow, you're a doctor.
The more we talk about his backstory, the more tragic it gets.
What I said was like, oh, I didn't know you were an actual doctor. I wasn't like, wow, you're a doctor or anything. I don't know why everyone's hating on me. Okay, I apologize profusely. He's the only person I like aside from my crewmates.
She said it in a really demeaning voice too.
Well, you did
God.
pass the befriend roll, so everything's good.
What is happening? I'm losing my mind. Okay, what is
Go
happening?
find it.
Can I
Well,
just leave?
you know,
Can
we're
I
going to
just
dock
go?
soon, is what I was saying, so you might want to get... I understand that High Power was occupied with Bats' body, so maybe you guys want to get some of your wounds taken care of too.
Yeah.
This might be the best time.
Neil, may I stay with you?
Of course, my friend. Well, people's little stool.
He's gonna
Sit
sit
right
on his
here.
shoulder and start whispering evil like Gollum.
Tell secrets to the Russians.
Kill Chelsea. Kill her. She's evil.
Thank you, Neil. I have much to talk about with you.
Oh no.
Well, what is it you have to talk to me about, little buddy?
Well, we have to wait until the others leave.
I warily leave.
Close the door on the way out.
Okay. Clunk.
What do you want
I'm
from
so
me?
sad I'm not playing a weird character because I have a fun bit in my head I'd love to do here.
He
But
looks at you nervously. The Clash. What do you want from me?
The cannolis. In the dining hall. Where do you make them?
I don't know. I don't take care of that personally.
Well, there's something off about them, and I think you should know that your cheese is imbalanced.
My cheese is imbalanced.
Yes. No true Italian, no real Italian would concoct a cannoli that has an imbalance of cheese in their cream.
Okay. I'll talk to them about it, I guess.
Well, no. You're going to fix this now.
Now?
Yes. Now.
Or I'll turn you into a ball.
Well, I guess I'll go tell them. And he gets up and starts walking over the kitchen.
Thank you. Can you please bring me back to my friends? Neil?
Now?
Yes. Now.
did you want to spend more time with him?
No.
Okay.
I was talking to Speedwagon.
As you're entering the infirmary, Driver and Chelsea, he hurries over and hurriedly passes you the Clash. Take this, and hurries away.
Oh, thank you, Neil. Thank you.
It's my baby boy.
Now,
That's my
don't grab me like
son.
that. You know
That's
how to
my
grab me.
boy.
I know how to grab you. Don't worry, buddy.
Okay.
What's that?
I had to smooth over some issues we had with Neil regarding the quality of life here on the ship.
Are you talking about how the cannolis had an imbalance of cheese?
Yes, exactly. Oh, you've become quite familiar.
I mean,
With,
I've eaten them
my
for the
culture.
last 5 years, and I've always thought they were off compared to like any time I went to an Italian place.
Yes, so you have
Yeah,
partaken.
they're really bad.
Yes, they're awful. I mean, Driver, what say you?
Sorry, what?
Cannolis on the ship, quality.
They're alright, I guess.
Well, I think they suck.
This guy doesn't
okay.
have any Italian in him.
Oh, you got
I've
some
always-
of the cannolis? Oh, yeah, they suck.
So bad.
Driver actually didn't have any. He was just playing along.
And Clash whispers to Chelsea, I'm beginning to doubt Driver's authenticity
Yeah, I think,
with his ethnicity.
I think it might be. The
That
god.
sounds like racial purity stuff. You might want to tone it down.
Oh lord.
Well, I got High Power can take care of some of you guys. I gotta step out for a minute.
Yeah. Sure. I'm gonna go try and wake up Vasilii.
Okay. As you are going to over to Vasilii,
Mm-hmm.
you see that there's something on his chest that wasn't there before as he's snoozing.
Oh no. What's there?
It seems to be like it's difficult to make out at first. So it's like a grey square at first. It's very strange. It's like a small device, mechanical device. But as you get close, there seems like 6 nubs on each side of it, and you can't really discern the purpose of this device from looking at it. It's just with a green light blinking on the top of it.
I pick it up.
As you reach for it, the nubs extend into like spider legs. It perches on top of Vasilii's chest.
Oh. I try to grab it.
As you grab it, it seems to change in shape. The spider leg sort of dissipates, the grey sheen lessens, and before long, you're holding what is strangely but recognizably some kind of phone, almost like a phone that can be taken out like mobilely, or
No way.
some kind of transportable phone. It seems.
We don't have the technology for that yet.
And it's ringing.
I look like Driver and Clash are here, right?
Yeah.
I look at them and I'm gonna answer. Hello?
Vasilii Teng.
A friend of his speaking?
This is his fucking brother. Who are you?
That information is private, but I will tell him anything you have to say. What's going on?
Is he here? Can you put him on the phone? This is Wenwan.
I try to snap in front of his face. Silly.
Okay, I can tell he's asleep, and so I'm going to assume he's not going to wake up. So I'll tell you.
Okay.
I talked with Vasilii back on Clarida, which you guys thoroughly fucked up on the way out, by the way.
Good fuck
and
up
the thing
or bad
about what he
fuck up?
said, it's a mess, is what I'm saying.
Well, yeah, but like that's a good thing because fuck Claridad, right?
Yeah, sure. Whatever. It's not relevant. He seems to be having a struggle, like getting out what he wants to say.
This guy is a lot less edgy when he's not talking to Vasilii.
Yeah.
I talked to my brother at Claridad, and what he said got me thinking.
He
So
immediately corrects it.
I figured because he helped me out in some small way. You guys doing what you did helped me achieve my mission. So I figured I'd give you a solid with some intelligence I've gathered. I assume you're some sort of government outfit for the US or the like. So, the thing is charity. This is repayment of a favor. I hope you understand that. I'm not your friend.
Okay, I got it. You're a tsundere. What's the information?
I don't know what that means.
Don't worry about it. You will eventually.
Anyway, we only got a short amount of time, so before this phone devolves into uselessness again. So, what I was going to say. He's having a lot of trouble doing a kindness, it seems.
Hey.
Better
Is
angels.
he okay?
He doesn't like talking, it seems. Better Angels. They've got something planned in Washington, D.C. before the end of the year. There's going to be the inauguration of your new president. You want to make sure it's going to be a funeral at the same time if you...
President
catch my drift.
Valentine?
I can't hear, but it sounded like it said President Valentine. I don't know who that is.
Who's the president? Is it Nixon in 74?
Driver, I believe President Nixon is about to be reelected.
You're crazy. It's another one of the Valentine family.
Who is it?
I heard he didn't do too well in the primaries. That Valentine.
Valentine's like a third party. He gets like.
He's succeeded by Gerald Ford.
So,
So, but obviously, I don't know if you would know that yet.
no. Okay, so whoever wins, he's planning to kill them.
An assassination is planned, yes. Whether you pass that along to your bosses, or do whatever the fuck you want, I don't care. I've repaid the favor. See ya. And you him slam the phone down. A second later, the phone you're holding devolves into what seems to be some sort of actual crab.
Toss it.
Oh,
How does
I
the
just- I
crab
just
become a
looked it up.
phone?
Apparently, okay, what year are we
That's
in?
not how evolution works.
You know, you
Evolved
would
into a
get
niche where being a phone was an advantage.
it. It's just like everywhere all at once logic. It's many universes away in another timeline.
Tan, what year are we in right now?
1974 right now.
74. Okay, so apparently Reagan ran against Ford in 75.
This is our chance to stop the Reagan administration,
Yeah, wait,
guys.
would it be morally correct to let the assassination happen?
Yes.
Yeah, why would we stop this?
Yeah, we should be. Better angels don't seem so bad all of a sudden.
Tan chose the worst time to set this in for the villains to be bad.
To Tan's credit, I think, if I recall, at the time he was more popular, but I don't think any of our characters would like him.
Absolutely not.
Like I said, well, Reagan wasn't president in 1974, so.
Yeah. Who is president?
Right then, Nick. Well, you probably wouldn't know this yet, but Nixon was president in 1973, and then 1940 elected Gerald Ford.
Yeah, see, this is why Iraqi made up his own president for Steel Ball Run.
It's easier.
So they wouldn't have to fight fucking Rutherford B. Hayes.
All right, so that makes me feel better. I don't know who Ford was, but he wasn't Reagan, so we can save him as a treat.
You don't know Ford?
I don't know.
Interesting.
And as you're all considering this new information you've gathered, Vasilii rolls over in his sleep, crushing the crab. And he's.
I don't know if you can crush a crab with your body weight, but sure.
Can I tuck?
Well,
can I tuck Vasilii into bed and give him a kiss on the cheek? Mwah.
You can, and he's holding Minisili.
Hey, can you roll for that, actually?
Roll to tuck him in and kiss him when he's unconscious?
Yeah.
Why?
Yeah, roll me a D100.
Funny.
Well, you don't roll
Funny.
for things that you can certainly do.
But it's funny.
It's going to be a sliding scale roll from you here, Chelsea. Roll me a D100 and we'll see how good you do out of 100%.
It's not funny, it's
See how-
stupid. I hate
See how
you.
many silly
Roll it or I'll roll it for you, please.
How does Jack get to decide what's rolled on?
It's
I'm
terrible.
like fucking Grima Wormtongue whispering into Tan's ear. Tan, you should
afraid-
do this.
I'm afraid Vasilii will sleep poorly tonight as a result.
Sure, whatever.
And as you are considering the information you've gathered and understanding this will probably be your next journey, next step of your adventure, Minisili hugs into Vasilii's arms, winks at the camera, and we cut to black.
Wait, that's it?
That's it. That's what every DM loves to hear at the end of a session.
I'm sorry.
You just gave Tan anxiety for like the next week unnecessarily. Tan, that was fine. You did good today.
I was just saying we didn't really do much except talk to people.
I
is all.
sorry, it
assumed
was-
he wanted to stall the next mission because Stigma didn't show up, but
Well, we could have fought Minisili.
we could have if he had the bravery.
We had to
improv.
save Stigma's soul from Minisili.
Tan had the bravery to improv and make up stats on the fly. We could have fought Minisili.
I mean, it's been a while since we got like a true
Yeah.
downtime episode.
Yeah.
Since
God,
I think
imagine planning out enemies before a session. I would never do that.
I actually did enjoy the downtime. No, jokes aside, Tan, it was fine. I did get a little. I don't know.
I enjoyed it. I wasn't saying it was bad. I was just
I-
saying that like not much happened.
I am starting to go crazy from being constantly gaslit, only because it's also happening to me in my Hunter game, and it's starting to like fuck with me as a person. But otherwise, I had a lot of fun.
What are you talking about?
Oh my god, shut up. It's like actually a problem now. It's driving me nuts. They do it in my Hunter game too. Like they'll keep gaslighting my character, but more than that, there's like a running bit now where no one gets his name right because the DM kept accidentally calling him Hugo instead of Diego.
Oh.
So now they just call him every name that's not Diego.
Chelsea.
Just...
Next.
Thank you for tuning in to today's episode of JoJo's Bizarre Adventure Good Trouble.
I don't want
Bye.
to show up next week. Bye.